Hello folks, I'm Filler B and welcome to another episode of Stellaris and the new Overlord DLC. In the most recent episodes we acquired ourselves a vassal. The syndicate here of Menjusana, one day I'll remember how to say their name correctly, came to us and offered vassalage for our protection, and we accepted. And so they are our vassal. And we have a vassal agreement with them that gives that's the incorrect person. There we go. So they are a vassal, yep. And we can look at our agreement. If I go negotiate agreement, I think it shows us here. So right now integration is prohibited, which is good. And it gives them a bonus to loyalty. They have restricted voting, which means they have to vote with us, which I think is fine. They can expand, but they have to give us influence. And then these sliders we can adjust a bit as well to see how much contribution they give us of their basic amenities, their research, their advanced resources, so alloys and consumer goods, and their strategic resources, so motes, exotic gases, and rare crystals. So right now we're getting none from them, but maybe at some point we'll ask for a little bit. I'm okay with that. And then they're only going to get involved in defensive conflicts. Either way, we only get involved in defensive conflicts with them, and they only get involved in defensive conflicts with us. We can only have one holding across all the subjects' planets. And if we wanted to add more, it would cost us more, but right now we only decided to have a 1. And the sensors here, they didn't bring that up in their proposal, so I hadn't seen that before. It looks like we can offer them sensors for a loyalty boost. I don't care if they see us, our sensors, so why don't we do that? Can we proceed? No. Well, we have to wait 34 months to make any changes. That's probably because we just acquired them as a vassal not that long ago, and it cost us 75, so I'm not going to bother with that. Everything else will stay the same. So this is pretty good. And for our whole holding, we constructed on their home world the Ministry of Truth, which turns unity of the subject, so my vassal's unity, into influence for me. And I thought this was the least egregious thing I could do to them that would still benefit me. And so it's a nice way for me to get a bit more influence up here. But that's it. Our empire continues to expand into this area. We've got a couple of systems over here to expand into, a whole bunch down in the south, a little bit over here. And then this weird arm here, which I'd like to get access to, but I'm not quite sure how to do that because this fallen empire is in the way. But my vassal is here, so maybe I can use them to claim it? Not sure. I'm gonna have to check that out, but I'm gonna wait until I fill this in. Unless this is an ocean world, which it is not, so I'll wait until I fill this in. Meantime, let's unpause and continue along our way.
They wish to speak with us.
Oh, somebody would like a research treaty with us. That's quite a few researchers or agreements we can get. Let's do that.
They wish to speak with us.
Another one would like a research agreement with us. Again, that seems pretty good. I'd like to catch up on tech, so let's do that. I know it costs me influence, but I just have that holding that'll allow me to get that stuff and not have to worry too much about my influence anymore. Oh, there we go. There's not a whole lot going on in the Empire now. You have to watch out for these two. They're this is the Vryn are now a vassal of these Aztani worlds.
We grow ever stronger. We grow ever stronger.
I don't really need the
wish to speak with us.
The agreement or the migration treaty? Probably not. I believe this affects our influence generation. What kind of worlds do they like? They like alpine worlds. I think I'll decline for now. Let's see about getting some more technology though. Might be time to jump into the L-gate. I'm still a little worried about the fleets there, in case it's the gray... What are they called again? Gray Swarm, the Gray Storm, the Gray Tempest. Gray Tempest. That's one of the events you can trigger by opening the L-gate, and we're not ready to fight it. They have like 15k stacks, and we're not quite ready to fight that. I don't like the mining laser. Let's see what else we can get. Maybe just more research, or maybe our research institute? Yeah, let's get the research institute. That sounds pretty good.
We grow ever stronger.
Just our bases have completed their stuff. Ah, good, that system is done. So let's go claim this system. Please and thank you. And this ship is done.
A new colony is underway.
So let's build these. Mining stations and research stations. Got some monsters here that we could probably take out at some point, but not right now, obviously, because our fleets are not quite strong enough. So think of the enigmatic fortress here, which is a bit too strong for us. We could probably take out this armistice fleet. Maybe we'll do that. Tremors. Skippyton 2 is going through a series of rapid seismic changes that are transforming the formerly pristine environment into an unrecognizable hellscape. Deep rifts, some spanning entire continents, are forming across the surface, spewing sulfuric gases and noxious liquids from deep within the crust. Satellite data shows strong bursts of sonic energy pulsating from the planet's inner core, as from a bleeding heart. Oh, that's unsettling. Can we not do anything about it?
Technology secured.
Looks like we cannot. Let's check out the technology. I got a habitability boost. That's pretty good. We have lots of capacity here, so let's increase our fleet command limit. It's a fairly cheap research, and that would help to take us up to 80 each. And our star fortresses are done. That's very good. Good. Battleships is almost a must to take. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I have to take before that. Absolutely not. Battleships it is. Battleships are sort of the end game ship that you want. Other than Titans, of course, but you can only have a limited number, so battleships are sort of the fleet you want to organize around. Other than that, let's unpause and see what happens next. We're going to upgrade some of those.
New colonial outpost.
We'll upgrade some of those star bases eventually, once we get some minerals. Let's buy ourselves some more rare crystals. I need about 100. And then we'll get our 2 instructors here to finish building the Hyper Relay network, and that should connect us completely from Maw of the True Slayer to our capital, the light above, through a Hyperlane network, making it much faster to travel. To be very cool. I don't want any commercial packs with anybody.
Ever stronger.
For some reason you cannot build it? Oh, we're a little short on alloys. Next month we should be able to. Cataclysm. Another shockwave of earthquake has struck Skippyton 2, cracking the lithosphere open and expelling more toxic gases and sludge that now blanket the surface, smothering all living things. The changes to Scipion 2 are both irreversible and substantial enough to render the planet uninhabitable within the near future. Meanwhile, the rhythmic pulses from the planet's core are growing in strength. Oh, let's go take a look. A tragedy. This was a savanna world. And it's got a big seismicology phenomena. Hopefully I wasn't sending anybody here to colonize that. Let's see here. That's over here in our empire. Let's check the expansion planner. No. This was the one I think we were going to. That's Scipion 2, right? Yeah. We are not sending anybody to. No. That's good. So you can tell who you're sending something to. This little man with a flag behind it. I should say this little person with a flag behind it. Because it may very well not be a man. And all the ones with these little symbol next to it, you've already assigned a colony ship to be built and sent to the planet. So it could be under the process of being built, it could be in the queue to be built, or it could be en route already and not landed. That's a little helpful way to take a look at what you need to do here. What does it take to colonize some of these worlds? Like if I wanted to colonize this one, I need 200. No, I want to save up for that trans network first. Let's go find that ship here. You're done here, so let's build this stuff. Thank you. And the research station.
Land ho! A new colony is underway.
Perfect. But everybody's building. I think I can actually build that to a couple more of those planets. So let's do that. Real quick, is colonizable. So the ocean world's getting done. The arid world is a bit small, but I do have this 22 world with the magnetic field. Let's do that one. And I don't settle with robots because we don't like robots. Sure, this is a desert world. This is a desert species. Let's do these guys. Sounds good. Into Secundus. And then the standard, that's the one that's blowing up. So let's not do that one. Can we colonize tomb worlds with anybody else? No, not really. 68 is not high enough. So we won't do that. So we have one savanna world. That's a size 10. And one arid world that's a size 10. I think I might leave them. And we won't colonize those at all. Skipiton 2 is no more. The final sequence of violent ruptures has cracked and the planet is open. And from its empty shell crawls the newborn form of a creature of unimaginable proportions. It goes against all sense. Still, there is no other way of explaining it. Somehow we mistook for a world was not a world at all, but an egg that has hatched a nightmarish void spawn into the galaxy. Oh no. Is it hostile? Oh, we can see it cracking here. Very cool animation. Oh, hello. Thank you, conservers, for interrupting me. Revered Elder, we understand that your empire is home to an individual whose brilliant mind transcends the tragic primitiveness of your species, while the talents of Kix the Brilliant are sadly wasted on the Union of the Deep. The Deary always have a use for skilled scientists to work in our archives. As such, we are offering you a unique chance to earn our favor by allowing us to take charge of her. We already have a ship en route to pick her up, so you need only say yes and everything will be settled. Are you sure you won't? I'm sure you won't disappoint us. Do you? Sure, very well, take her. She leaves our empire and they become pleased. Or we say no. No, you can have her. Let's find out who Kix the Brilliant is before we send her off. So Kix, let's check our governors. Not a governor. Kix the Brilliant is a scientist aboard the Abyssal Surveyor. He's not even a member of our species. And is actually a little old. But sure, why not? Very well. And that leaves one of our ships, I think, without a captain. This one. So let's grab a captain. Psionics, or being psychic, or being brilliant. Let's be the psionic one. They can continue doing what they were doing, which I think is assisting research. Alright, let's see what this creature does. Is it hostile? Is it not hostile? If it's not hostile, I don't care. It's very cool looking though. Looks like it has a kind of a hostile mouth. See if I can get a nice close look here. Yeah. Oh, it's hostile. Oh, okay. Well, let's collect our fleets and have them come over here, because I got planets nearby that need protecting. Thankfully, we got that Shroud tunnel to get us over there pretty quick. You, my friend, you may want to leave, so why don't you come over here?
Research complete.
And then over here. The Research Institute is done. Let's grab the Energy Nexus. Not a big fan of this void spawn. The Artisan Troop. Let's talk to the curators about the void spawn. Mystery. Void spawn. Alright, if our suspicion holds true, the void spawn is far away from home. We believe it is the progeny of an extragalactic predator of unthinkable proportions, one that stalks the void of space in search for prey. Although we have never before encountered a live specimen, we have heard tales of the destruction and chaos Groen void spawn leave in their wake, and it is said that worlds fester under their shadow. What is it really? From what we can tell, the mother lays a planet-sized eggs in orbit of a star, and when they incubate for thousands of years, sometimes even long enough to develop an atmosphere and organic life, they feed off living matter, and adult void spawn are said to exert a strange influence on all living things. Fortunately, this spawn seems to have been abandoned by its parents. Perhaps it would be best to stifle the creature while it is still young and vulnerable. How is it defeated? We have never heard of a Groen void spawn being defeated in battle, but this one is newly hatched. The void spawn projects corrosive spittle and spikes that can burn through the thickest armor, but applying a protective acid-proof coating may slow the progress. We will help you make it. The void spawn is a threat to us all. Okay. And then void spawn. How would we fare against it in battle? Yes. I suppose you might actually stand a chance if you combined your entire fleet. It would probably not be an easy victory, mind you, but one that is at least within the realm of possibility. Alright, good to know. Well, let's send our fleet. And I'll even reinforce this fleet a little bit. All our fleets have admirals. They do. Level 2 admiral, a level 2 admiral, and a level 2 admiral. It's good to know. Let's see what these guys are up to. Good. That's connected, and that's connected. So let's take this, you, my friend, and head over here. And then we'll build another hyperlane here, so we can connect up to our Federation ally and their hyperlane network. As you can see, they built it all over their empire. And then you over here. Now that this is done, I'm going to have you come up this way. We're going to build a hyperlane network up through Tierg to Astrope to Kizel to Saddlebari, and then probably up to Eurydice, and then maybe out to Albanol over here, and then probably down this way as well to Rituveka. And then once this is built here, I'll probably build it to Huina and Hixar over here, and then maybe head out this way to hook up this world. Oh good, all these ships are done. Let's head in. Oh, I don't like that it's flying around. Hopefully it's not going to another world. Good, let's just go in here. Everybody come here. Check the research. Fleet command limit is very good. Our food's okay, so I don't need the food processor. Let's grab the edicts fund here. Let's check on our edicts real quick. Yeah, we're spending more than we have an edict capacity. So our capacity is 95. We're spending 141 on research subsidies at the moment, which I think is a good investment. We don't really have anything else. I can run some of these to give us a temporary boost to our combat here. So let's see what we could run. I don't need living battle construction. I could do focus crystals. I am using energy weapons, and they do more damage. That might be good. Armor hit points might also be good. And shield boost. I don't need the fuel or terraforming, so let's do shield boost. And armor. And focusing crystals, and then I'll turn them off after the battle. Just so we don't lose the fewest amount of ships here. Let me make sure all my fleets are engaged here. There we go. Let's go. Let's see how this battle goes. We're doing damage. Oh, it looks like it regenerates, but now that all my ships are engaged, it's not regenerating nearly as quickly. Oh, we're getting through it. We're getting through it. Let's take a look at the battle here. Let's see, we're swarming it. These are our cruisers here. And then our destroyers and corvettes are flying around it. It's a little loud, so I'm going to move back. Oh, we're getting through it. Our fleets are still standing up. Our corvette fleet here is really taking the brunt of the damage. Yeah, we'll get to you in a minute. Hold on. Void spawn going down, going down. Done. A light tremor passes through the void span's curled up body, ribbons of black fluid trailing from its wounds and snout. Then it is gone, its liquid eyes staring empty into space. Hopefully we will never know the form it might have taken if allowed to reach adulthood, or the whereabouts of its originator. Our scientists have expressed an interest in researching the egg shards and their unique energy retaining qualities. We could definitely research the shards. That gives us egg shards, a special project, 1000 unity, and start situation Leviathan parade opportunity. Or no, we are done with void spawn. That just does the same thing, except for we don't get the research. Of course we're going to research.
There is new information in the situation log.
Situation log, egg shard. I need a scientist in orbit. Alright, well let's grab the ships. grab all of you and have you all head back home. Let's have... You're done here. I'm going to have you move over here, because I'm going to take out this next, I think. And where are you? You're over here, so you're going to come claim this system. You're ready to build a hyper relay, so let's do that to connect our empire to our Confederation partner, or a Federation partner. And you're ready to buy a hyper relay as well, but I don't think I have the alloys, or the rare crystals. And I do not, so you can just sit there for the moment. They're heading back, and then I need a science ship. Where are you guys? You're in Hixar. You're in the capital. You're way up there. You're down here in Paulina. You're over here. Is that close? Not really. Not really. Let's grab the one in the capital, since that's the closest one. And head over here. Actually, I'll grab this one in Dothan. It's not really doing anything. The one in the capital is actually doing important research assisting, where I make a lot of my research in the capital, so I would like to keep it there. Alright, so while that's done, let's talk to the Shroud again. Take the greatest of care. Even a stray thought can be shaped into something tangible in this place, and, more often than not, turned against oneself. Last time we were in here, we had a good chance of doing something, and they ended up losing a member, one of our leaders, who got sucked into the Shroud, never to be seen from again. So hopefully this time we get a better event. So 1,000 to reach in. Let's do it. A small flickering star materializes inside the Shroud. It flies past at incredible speeds, and for a second it reveals itself as an alien ship of unknown configuration. Then it vanishes in a cloud of psionic energy as quickly as it appeared. Can it be? Is it possible to physically enter the Shroud and then emerge somewhere else entirely in normal space? We shall linger a while. We got a medium probability of success this time. Well, let's do it. See what happens. Nope, we failed. Curse bestowed. Yet another flickering star suddenly appeared, but this time we are ready. It is indeed an alien ship, unlike that has ever been seen in our galaxy. As it flies past us, we attempt to merge with the mind glow of its crew, but their intellects are darker and more alien than any we have yet to encounter. Not only are we repelled from their vessel, but the psionic feedback from their violent rejection has followed us out of the Shroud. The sublight travel speed of our starships has been momentarily reduced, so for 5 years we get 20% sublight speed reduction. Well, that sucks. Don't care. Don't really care. Yep. Those are all doing their thing. Time Project is still waiting for our ally to do that. No problem. Alright. Unfortunate immobilization. What is this? After defeating the Void Spawn, we believe that a parade of the deep focusing on the Void Spawn's venom gland was secured would be beneficial to our empire. Current progress is 0. How do I do this? We can encourage it, or we can discourage it. Sure, let's encourage it. I've never seen what that does. There's something else I was thinking of doing. We're taking back the system. We're sending our fleets back to get repaired and rebuilding the ships we've lost. We're sending the science ship here to do the special project. Oh yes, the worlds. We have new worlds. That's right. Those sectors. Let's see here. You're just going to have to flip through it this way and look for something that doesn't have anything built on it. It's too distracted by the Void Spawn to deal with the new colonies. Those are colonizing, colonizing, colonizing. Here we go. Arid world, so we build our city district. We're going to build our temple, because I build them on all the planets, because they're spiritual. We'll check to see if it has any rare resources. It does not, so we'll leave that alone. And then this world, I'm not sure what I'm going to turn it into. It's got really good energy and really good industrial, so we'll come back to it and find out. Alpine, I think that might be it. I'll do one more little circle real quick, just to make sure. So we do have a lot of planets. Yeah, it was just the one. That's good. Got that handled. Alright, well that is an exciting episode. We had a void spawn crack. We took care of the void spawn. We reached into the shroud and got slapped back as the impudent, nascent empire of psychics that we are. Well, one day we'll crack the shroud as well and be able to figure out what's going on. But until next time, we'll have to wait to see what goes on with the Empire of the Deep. So join me in the next episode where we continue our adventures. And have a great day.